Hey guys! So today's video is going to be a quick swatch and review video, and it's on the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This was a limited edition release months ago, and there was so much demand that they brought it back, and they also brought out a ton of other products for the Sweet Peach collection. This palette retails for $49. If you're familiar with Too Faced, they have their chocolate bar palettes and their other chocolate products that all smell like chocolate. It wants to smell like peach. It's a very, very fake smelling peach, and it honestly smells more like a baby doll to me. Not sure if you guys have smelt this particular baby doll, but back in the day, they used to all be scented. Some of them just smell like baby powder, some of them smell just like this palette. So I'm gonna move on into some swatches, and then I'm gonna give like an overall, should you buy it, should you not, is it worth it? So we have 4 mattes in this palette. I mean 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. There are a few shades in here that have a slight sheen and not a ton. They have a slight sheen and not a ton of shimmer, and they kind of look matte, like White Peach kind of looks matte. This shade is just a dud overall and doesn't, you'll see in the swatches. I'm gonna go by 3. So we have White Peach, Nectar, and Peaches and Cream. Peaches and Cream is a matte, Nectar has a little bit of shimmer, and White Peach is a satin. Next up we have Luscious, Cobbler, and Georgia. Next we have Caramelized, Candied Peach, and Just Peachy. Candied Peach has a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it really doesn't show up when you use a brush. Next we have Bless Her Heart, Bellini, and Puree. We have Tempting, Peach Pit, and Summer Yum. Last we have Talk Derby to Me, Delectable, and Charmed, I'm Sure. As you can see, that purple one just barely comes out. Okay, so that's all the swatches for the palette. I do want to point out that I've played with the chocolate bar palettes before, but I've never used them on my own eyes, and I do think the quality in this palette is a lot better than those. I've owned the chocolate bonbons palette and I didn't like it. It was okay at first, but then I realized that the shadows didn't stay on all day and they kind of just faded, and you had to work a lot to get them to show up. So I think the quality of this is far better than all of those palettes, and I really love the color range. It has a nice amount of neutrals, but it does have some nice pops of color with the purple and the green, and they're not too neon where you're like, why did you throw this in there? The only thing I wish is if they had a darker matte shade, because these two end up looking almost exactly the same on the eyes. I also wish it didn't have a scent because it kind of gives me a headache, but to each their own. I do have a video using this palette already up, and I will link it below. I found them really easy to blend. They didn't fade throughout the day. I think they're pretty good quality. If you've been thinking about it, I would definitely go out and get it. If you have a ton of palettes that are neutral and warm, I don't think you need this. It's nothing, you know, out of this world. It's not like we haven't seen this before, but I really liked it, and I'm definitely going to do a ton of looks with it. Let me know if you have this, if you like it, and also if there's a certain color in here that you want me to kind of base a look off of, because I'm definitely going to use this in a few tutorials. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have an amazing day.